Guys, really, congrats to Philadelphia. They did a good job. They did, way too many good things explosive-wise in the running game for us to be able to overcome. I thought we came out ready to go. The turnover really hurt us, obviously. I thought, when it's a one-possession game, they ended up scoring quickly coming out of the half, and then we were able to match it, and then it just kind of got away from us. But there's humbling nights like this in football. It's all about how you respond. I do know that this team has the capability to be able to respond, and we'll get ourselves off the mat, and we'll have a good week of preparation this week.
What were they on their side of on defense for them? What were they doing up front in terms of their pressure and?
Just winning some one-on-ones. That's what it seemed like. They did a couple things where they just stemmed to some different looks where they're covering everybody, and you can elicit some one-on-ones, but wasn't anything different than what we had seen. They were just able to win some of those matchups.
You were praising Saquon Barkley quite a bit before this game.
Yeah.
How do you describe what he did tonight?
Same as what we said before. Those are the things. He's getting tougher, harder in yards, and then you give him a vertical seam like he got a couple times, and he's got the explosiveness and the long speed and the ability to be able to finish, and that was really what opened up and really blew the game open for him. He was outstanding tonight.
Was it that, because you guys have seen this on tape and you mentioned, that type of thing with him especially, was it a point of being overmatched physically or?
The thing that's hard is you get into some of these aggressive looks and you give him a vertical seam to the second level, and he's got the ability to be able to erase angles and work edges and make people miss. And, the last one, you're in a really aggressive defense trying to be able to get a stop on a 3rd and 5. Somebody doesn't follow a puller back, and that's where, he's got the ability to finish those plays. The one coming out of the second half, I'll have to go back and look at it, but it's the thing that makes him so dangerous, Jordan, is that you get him the ability to get to the second level unabated, and he gets enough speed, and he's excellent. He's as good as there is as a slash runner to be able to work edges and then be able to erase angles and be able to finish, and that's why he had the production that he had, and that's why he's had arguably an MVP type of season so far.
Coach, how concerning is it as far as the protection for Matthew, especially from the right side?
Yeah, it was a tough night, and there was some. We'll go back and we'll look at it. We knew that they had some guys that were pretty damn good, Nick. But we've got to be able to consistently do a better job and give them a little bit more time. And it wasn't one person in particular. There was a couple things but there were some really quick beats, and we got to be able to look at that and see where we can be better.
Are you concerned at all about the fumbles from Kyron?
That's something that we have to be better at for sure.
Coach, how did that first turnover change the trajectory of the game?
I thought our guys continued to battle. We ended up, getting a scoring drive, right after that. But it did take it was tough because I thought our offensive line came out ready to go. I thought Kyron was hitting those holes, and that play, you're in scoring position already right there. You felt good about some different options, and for us to turn it over there when we did, it was costly for sure.
A couple more guys.